Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. So this particular article here makes me laugh a little bit because of all the movie franchises out there, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Harry Potter, they've all had their time in the sun, but Lord of the Rings is literally older. They always add more stories in Star Wars universe. Harry Potter universe is pretty expensive. Lord of the Rings is literally done. Like the ring was destroyed, Aragorn was king, Frodo went into the Undying Lands, Sam married Rose or whatever her name is. Legolas and Gimli are probably going on their adventures together. For some reason, these studios they just want to milk out the franchise with the probably the last character that needs to have a film. Hunt for Gollum will not be two movies. Well, that's good news, I guess. But why you make it Hunt for Gollum movie in the first place? Because in the Fellowship of the Ring book, that encounter is like maybe half a paragraph. And Gandalf couldn't even find the little shit. So, I don't know. Ian McKellen's like, I want to play Gandalf again. Well, Gandalf can't find Gollum. So, he doesn't interact with Gollum like ever. So, I'm not entirely sure what they're going to do with that. So, this is set for 2026. Andy Serkis is on board to direct. And the pride role is Smeagol. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how old Andy Serkis is, but he can't. I don't know if he can really pull off young Gollum again. He did it in The Hobbit, which is pretty cool. I like that. That was for like one, maybe two scenes. Let's talk about an entire film of this. I would say put it on TV, but we're seeing with Ring of Power that Amazon doesn't know what the hell they're doing. And it says here, conceptually working on two different live action films for whatever reason. I mean, the story's done. The cast is way too old now. I know they're not going to recast anybody. And they're trying in that dopey Rings of Power show. That phony ass Gandalf, who's not Gandalf, never be Gandalf, as far as I'm concerned. But like the problem with this is that Hunt for Gollum is during the Lord of the Rings story. So that time when Gandalf disappears after Bilbo's party, that's when it takes place. So it's during the story. So it's a in between prequel, I guess. And it's a terrible idea. So here we go. This time period is mentioned both Tolkien's novels and Jackson's films, where Gandalf and Aragorn attempting to track Gollum down before he falls in the Sauron's hands. In the movies, the wizard said he searched everywhere for the creature Gollum. Couldn't even find him. In the books, Aragorn reveals he did manage to capture Smeagol. So I'm like, how are they gonna make an entire movie out of this? I mean, it's just as dumb as making a trilogy out of The Hobbit. I mean, you can do anything in Middle Earth. Why not just go into the fourth age and tell fresh stories? Gollum's not a hero. He's a villain. He's honestly not that interesting unless he's playing off of other characters. So I don't understand this at all. Personally. Moving on to some gaming news. Splinter Cell remake is in development. Apparently, they're talking a 2026 release. I mean, I remember playing Splinter Cell in like PS3 days. Now I've joked that the new Tomb Raider games are more like Splinter Cell, especially the third one, with Laurel using camouflage and hiding in the forest and stuff. Okay, those games are anything but Tomb Raider. But I'm going to joke with Splinter Cell, Lara Croft. Different developers, but so I'm excited for this. Hopefully, they're still on track with updating this and getting it out on time. Here's the thing about game delays. If you need more time for a game, take the time. I'm not going to sit in my room here and cry about a game being delayed. It's delayed. Like Assassin's Creed Shadows got delayed. And take your time and make it good. I wish I did that with Star Wars Outlaws. That game needed a lot more time to cook. It's not as terrible as people have been saying, but I definitely needed more time in the oven. And in the meantime, I kind of want to see some remasters of the old school Splinter Cell games for modern consoles. That's what I want to see. But if this is in the early stage of development, it's going to be a while. It's going to be at least a year. People don't realize this about games, but they take a while to work on. So we got some new information about the God of War Amazon series, which I'm kind of nervous about. Kind of wish this was on HBO or something because anything related to Kratos needs to be extremely violent because it's Kratos. I don't know if Amazon can pull it off. Look what they do with Rings of Power. Don't know how to tell a decent story. For me, with Kratos, I think you need to start with his Greece background and go from there. Because I know how popular new games are, but the classic God of War stuff is where it's at. A couple days ago, I saw they lost the showrunner. Now they got a new one. Looks like this show is back on track. Now this right here, original God of War creator David Jaffe says Kratos has gotten too soft. I don't know if we actually played the game, but Kratos is not soft. So I'm just curious what they're going to base the show on. So it looks like it's set pretty faithful to the 2018 game, which I'm not sure if that's a good place to start. His history is vast. I think we need to start with Greece. We want to get it right. It's honestly Greece. This history in Greece is way more interesting than what they've done in the modern games, in my opinion. I just prefer Kratos when he was like a solo character. Kid is cool. But I'm just like, yeah, really have my choice. I'd rather just have the focus on his path to Greece. Just leave the stuff of him and his kid in the games. But I don't know if that's going to translate well to the screen. I've been hearing rumors about the 007 game for a while now. And so we got some updates on it finally. Right now it's called Product 007, working title. The last 007 game I played featured Daniel Craig as the character. It's pretty good. Pierce Brosnan's voiced him a couple times. Nightfire, GoldenEye, Everything or Nothing. Back in the days of PS2. And those are a lot of fun. Even Sean Connery. I don't think Roger Moore voiced them in any of the games. He just only focused on certain eras of the character. But this developer, IO Interactive, is the same ones that did the new Hitman games. So it kind of gives me hope for whatever it turns out to be, because Hitman is fantastic, and if you really want to get James Bond right, you definitely want to get that spy style. And Hitman pretty much fits the bill. So man, here's where it gets a little interesting. It says it's also a completely new and original story, starring a new Bond, built up from the ground up for gamers. But what's exciting about that project is that we actually got to do an original story. So it's not a gamification of a movie. Okay. Let's see where that can work. It's completely beginning and becoming a story, hopefully for a big trilogy out there in the future. And equally important and exciting, it's a new Bond. It's a Bond we built from ground up for gamers. It's extremely exciting with all the tradition and all the history there. All right. I guess I can get by with that. I don't need like the new Tomb Raider type of thing with knowing everything about history and his personal life. No, no. Just stay true to the character. Give me that classic opening with the gun barrel. Make it action packed, you make a good story, and it should be all right. Not in any rush to get any news about this. It's clearly going to be a ways off. Like I said, games take a long time to do. I don't think people realize that sometimes. We're sitting behind their computers crying. Like, if it's not going to be out for like 3, 4 years, take your time and do it right. And I'm looking forward to this. Also, got the Indiana Jones game coming out for consoles, so I'm excited about. So there were rumors going around about new content for Marvel Spider-Man 2. The only thing they did was release during Comic-Con a trailer for it coming to PC. I'm like, could have done that on the damn internet. Like people up in arms now about no new content, like no Carnage or DLC or whatever. I'm like, save it for Spider-Man 3. I mean, there's not that many good side missions, but there's still plenty of good content. Like, I love doing the Craven hideouts over and over again. It's a lot of fun. I don't need any more content for 2. Remaster's the best one anyway. Right on. I mean, they gave me chapter select so I can just go through any chapter I want for my content on my channel. And that's all I really need right now. I don't see how they can possibly add more at this point in time. The game is massive enough for now. I'd save it for 3 or just make a smaller game like Miles Morales. Smaller game in that universe. And just put it in there. Because they're still working on the Venom and Wolverine games. But I still haven't seen a trailer for those, surprisingly. Comic-Con just passed. That would have been the time to do it. They didn't show anything at Comic-Con, really. Kind of shocked. Seemed like there was more vendors than anything else. Almost no panel. So I'm not too broken up about this. I think the game is fine in the way it is. I think we need more symbiote Spider-Man. I think we need to go a little bit darker in the story. I think they went a little too easy on some of the villains, like Morgan Lee. Like the Peter and Ma, let that psychopath walk away is idiotic. Doesn't make sense for especially Peter, just let this guy walk around, knowing how dangerous he is. All the people he murdered. Because he had a bad day at the office. So I'm good with the amount of content it has right now. No complaints from me. So we got more comments from Tom Holland. Now he's saying that Spider-Man 4, whatever ends up being called, is crazy and different to anything we've done before. I mean, don't actors say that all the time anyway? Yeah, half picture of Venom here, so I'm guessing we're gonna get the symbiote, maybe. I mean, the way they've done this in the MCU is kind of strange anyway. Peter almost has no villains of his own in this universe too, because Vulture hated Stark, Mysterio hated Stark, and the third one was just a multiverse adventure. This is what I was kind of laughing at. This comment about bringing in Miles Morales. I'm like, to do what? Kid has no villains. Tom Holland Spider-Man has no experience in the streets. He's been hopping around different dimensions and stuff and having Tony Stark telling him what to do for like 3 out of 4 movies. What the hell is he going to teach anybody? He's still a kid too. Like I said, like if Peter's in his teens and Miles is like 10. And this Peter has no experience. He's definitely not even close to being the friendly Spider-Man we know from the comics. So it's an MCU creation, Spider-Man. The idea is crazy, the actor teased. It's a little different than anything we've done before. I think the family really are kind of really respond to it. I guess we'll see. Holland also talked more about Iron Man actor Robert Downey Jr. being cast as Doctor Doom, saying he's obviously delighted by the news. The two are expected to share a lot of screen time in Avengers Doomsday. And I'm predicting here and now that mask is going to fall off. You know, it's going to ruin the character of Doctor Doom. Because Doctor Doom in the comics never takes off his mask. It's going to take away from the effect of the character. It won't be intimidating anymore. It'll just be another faceless villain, another maskless villain. And that's going to ruin it for me, personally. No actors in the screen time. They love playing characters that wear masks. So they can take them off all the time. Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man in particular, guy never wears a damn mask. Like, I'm gonna assume they're giving the symbiote suit. First, I don't know why I'm waiting so long to do it. I mean, they should have done the symbiote a while ago. But personally, I would rather see Andrew Garfield Spider-Man get the symbiote. Curious to see how that Spider-Man would react to that type of power. I just feel like this Spider-Man's gonna be a little whiny. Just start crying about Tony Stark again or something. It was like he's barely been able to stay on his own 2 feet. How was someone telling him what to do? Oh, maybe was trying to tell him what to do in the last movie. Yeah, Nick Fury in the second one. Stark by telling him not to go after the crazy guy with the wings, which is kind of irresponsible. So I'm like, why start teaching this kid anything? Not teaching him anything. I was like, oh, I want to do for young people what Toy Story did for me. I mean, what exactly would that be? Toy Story didn't teach him shit. The only thing Tony Stark's done in the MCU with Spider-Man is try to silence him the whole time. And if he ever doubted the kid's abilities, why don't he recruit him to fight Captain America? So that's going to be crazy and different again. Well, somehow I doubt it.